All right, so it's Monday morning, and I'm a little bit at a late start off to my first properties for the day, and it's about 10:48. I don't have a big list today. I've adjusted my schedule somewhat because it's going to be super hot, but I've got some aerations that I'm going to do today. I wanted to talk briefly about, because of the heat and the sun that we're getting this week, the fact that I typically have on a long sleeve shirt while I'm out working. In years past, when I was younger, considering now that I'm 47, in years past when I was younger, I would wear sleeveless shirts, cut-off shirts, a baseball cap. Sometimes I'd mow without my shirt on before I got really big at lawn mowing, and I didn't care. I wanted a little bit of sun for color, and as I've gotten older, I'm more concerned about health, that kind of stuff. So I switched over and started wearing a long sleeve shirt, sometimes a hoodie, a Western style hat or whatnot to keep the sun off my face, because I don't like to use chemicals. I don't like to use any of the sunblocks, and you sweat them right out. It runs in your eyes. I don't like any of it. So the shirts that I'm wearing this season are dry fit shirts. They're thin, and what's really cool about them is, despite being out in the sun, I have found that I feel cooler than I would if I didn't have, if I had a t-shirt on, for example. So I specifically went with pastel colors, and then the dry wick material, the dry fit. So it's been a great shirt to have to keep me cool during the hot times and to protect my skin. Plus, when I'm up mowing against trees and shrubs, all that stuff isn't scraping against my bare skin. I don't have to worry about ticks being immediately on my skin or just getting cut up and scratched. Not the end of the world when it happens, but I don't want to be scratched and cut up all the time because I mow a lot. So sometimes I'll wear traditional hoodies when it's a little cooler, but these shirts have been a lifesaver for me, and as many years as I've done this has been the first year that I've had them, and I'm glad to have them. So I would encourage you likewise to consider some options outside of traditional sunblocks. Oftentimes you'll hear something from the company, there's a recall because some kind of a product or an unintended ingredient got into the sunblock and it's cancerous, for example. And I know a lot of times, you hear that everything is cancerous anymore, but the reality is the sunblocks, you really got to watch. You really got to watch them. There are some completely natural options out there, but they're incredibly expensive. And even then, I have found in this line of work, I just sweat it right out, it seems like. Even if I put it on 25, 30 minutes early. And in doing so, putting it on early, it's reducing the amount of time that it's going to be effective to protect me against the sun anyway. So, and the reasons that I would put it on and leave it for a while is because it gives the skin time to absorb it. So anyway, the clothing is where it's at. And I typically also have some sort of a glove on or whatnot to protect my hands from the sun also and from getting scratched up. So consider doing that stuff. That's why I do it.